blurry. I started getting tired. So hopefully if you can't read your card, you can read the person's next to you. So I'm going to give you guys all of these. Need help passing them out? Sure, you can do that. I can go first.
I got it. Thank you, though.
Oh, too late. Miss Frankie said that he got it.
You're welcome. Nice manners. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome. You're welcome. Nice manners. You're welcome. Nice manners. Now, someone over here is forgetting what I asked them to do. And what I asked you to do is sit in a resting position without bonding. And we have 4 back here.
Well, you can get one too.
Yay! All right.
You are welcome. Before you guys say that I don't have to pay attention, I wrote numbers on each one of y'all cards. I don't know who has what number. If I decide to get bored and want to give somebody a sticker, I'm going to call out your number and ask you a question to make sure you're paying attention, okay? I have 4 pieces of candy. 4 random people could get a piece of candy if you answer the question right, okay? Anybody else that might answer a simple question that I give gets a sticker, okay? First thing I'm going to start off with, of course, y'all talked about culture. It concerns your beliefs, clothing, language, foods. Right now, I'm going to address the head covering, like Shauna wears. It's called the hijab. If you look at the top of your card, there it is. It says hijab. Can somebody, number 13. Who has number 13? Can you read that for me? What hijab says? What is that? It's a headscarf worn by women. Sticker. It's a headscarf that's worn by women. Say it louder.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's not required to wear it every day. There are 2 main reasons, really 3 main reasons that a woman wears a covering. All that we learn, we get from here. Anybody know what this is? Bible. Everything that I'm going to tell you, the majority of all I'm going to tell you, comes from here. The reason why we wear our covering comes from here. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you put your shirt on. In our culture, which is the Hebrew people, it's like waking up in the morning. That's what they did, was a piece of dress. The reason for it, in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, without me giving you guys a whole history lesson, you have to go and read it. I'm going to try to sum it up. And I might go on here for certain things. But it was really, if a woman is praying or prophesying is pretty much, if I don't know Miss Rankin, and I tell her something about her life, like when you was young, you rode a bike, you fell off, you got a scar on your leg. I never saw your leg before, but it's like, how's she doing this about me? That is called a prophecy. It's for a woman to cover when she does that. Or if she's praying. Like Shauna decides to wear her covering all the time, or even us, because let's say she's eating her lunch, she wants to bless her food, she's covered. So that's why she decided to cover all the time, even as me. But it's not a requirement. The scriptures teach us that a woman would dishonor her head should she uncover her head. I'm going to write this stuff down, probably for Miss Rankin future. That's also written in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Like the whole chapter is a good chapter to read. But even as it's just a dress. When they wake up in the morning, they put their covering on, but there's a requirement as far as the beliefs go. And let's say I said the word dishonor. Can you find dishonor on your card? All right, let me pick a number. 11. Number 11. Who has number 11? Can you read what dishonor means?
State of shame or disgrace.
A state of shame or disgrace. So that's what it is for a woman not to cover her head when she is praying or prophesying. Also, they say that we should be, as far as females, in representation of the angels. That's going to be found in Isaiah chapter 6. The angels' names are called seraphims. They have 6 wings. 2 wings, they cover their feet, 2 wings they cover their face, and 2 wings they fly. So they have 6 wings. I know y'all see a lot of pictures with the angels with 2 wings. Seraphims, they have 6 wings. Like I said, I'm going to write all this stuff out for Miss Rankin so she can have for future references. And so that's why it's for us to cover from head to toe. You see Shauna, she's covered from head to toe. She got a head cover, she got a dress on, and I'm going to get into the dress as well. Because you never see Shauna wear pants. There's a reason why. And that is going to be found in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, which I'm going to go to because it's a short one opposed to reading the whole chapter. Chapter 22, verse 5 says, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God." Abomination. Anybody see that on their card? Since I saw him in the black shirt, raise his hand first. You get to see what abomination is. Hatred, disgust, or loathing. I forgot to give you your sticker when you read for me. Who first? Oh, I don't want to get a stick to the desk. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So that's what it is for a woman to wear man's garments. Now I'm going to ask you this. When you go to the potty, let's say you couldn't read. You were young. What do they have on the door for the girls? And girl. I'm trying my best. Bear with me with my little character. You had the girl with the little triangle dress. And for the boy, you had the boy. I think it's drawing probably better than that. He's doing a better one. Don't laugh at my drawing.
That's all right. This Rankin draws worse.
Oh my God.
They're pretty
Never
impressed.
extra long, look a little bit like a giraffe. But you had the girl with the triangle skirt, you had the boy with the pants on, right? Now let's say you couldn't read. And you had to go to the bathroom. And they both had on pants, right? I'm trying to do better this time. Oh my gosh, what is that one? A plus sign? Okay. So now we don't know how to go to the potty because you got this one that has pants on, this one that has pants on. So we don't know which one is the girls and the boys, so they're associated with the skirt because the girls are known to wear skirts. The word pertain means associated with or has to do with. We know pants are associated with men. When we were little in kindergarten, like draw mommy and daddy, you got mommy with the little triangle dress, daddy with the pants on. That's why they had the phrase, I wear the pants in the house. But it's hard to use now since you got the females that wear the pants. So that's why we always wear not just our hijab. We know the reasons for that. We went over that. And I'm going to ask a random person who can get a piece of candy.
Well,
What?
she hasn't asked the question yet.
The question is, what is one of the reasons that we wear our hijab? Nope, I'm picking a random number. I feel like saying 5. Who has number 5? Give me one reason. I gave you 3 reasons. One reason why we wear our hijab. See if you can remember. If you can't remember, you can just say, I'll pass, and I can ask somebody else. Number 8. Anybody has number 8? Do you remember one of the reasons? Forgot. Number, wait a minute, what number do you have, Ms. Rankin? So I don't make sure I don't call your number.
I have number 10.
Okay.
I bet I could tell you all 3.
Look at that. Ms. Rankin remembers them. Let me see, number 20.
What was the question again?
Give me one of the reasons why we wear our hijab.
That way you don't cause a catastrophe because,
You're fine. You're fine. I like how you're using
go
big
ahead.
words.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Honey, you were fine.
I was
I like
fine.
how you're using big words. Okay? So keep going. You're using big words, and I like that.
if we draw a picture and we draw hands on a girl and they're like, that's a good picture, and like, this is a boy and this is a girl. Like, no, that's not. That's a boy and a boy, not a boy and a girl.
Okay. See, you did a very nice job.
Good job.
Get a sticker for that. I need somebody to give me one of 3 reasons. No, I'm gonna let Miss Rankin pick a number.
22.
Another reason that you wear your headscarf, if Shauna wants to bless her food.
Awesome.
Good job.
There you go.
Yeah.
She wants to bless her food. Pray. Candy. Good job.
I really like that.
Which one you like?
I like Hershey bars.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
hers. I have 4 candies. Pick the one you want.
Okay, boys and girls.
There you go. 100 grand.
Now, you are lucky she's nice, because I usually say,
fine.
too bad, so sad. You're getting something, you're getting a treat. You don't ask for something else. But they're
Being nice
they're
today.
nice.
She asked the question.
All right.
Okay. I need somebody to give me one more reason besides that one. Number 3.
It's in the Bible.
It is in the Bible. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you that one.
All right? Because she was reading the passages and the verses in the Bible. Very nice.
There you go, man.
Does anyone else remember? There were 3 reasons. How about we just pick someone, because you know what, we have to go to lunch at 12:20, and I want to move so you have time to do everything. August, what do you think is another reason? To keep their head protected? Well, she didn't mention that, but I mean, I see what you're saying, but that's not really a reason. Quickly. So whenever they're praying, to give thanks for the food, and whenever they're praying, they need to wear that. Absolutely. Anyone else?
It's like they're praying to God.
Right. But you got that one.
Yeah, that's the main.
All righty. Isabella. Okay, they really like that they're connecting with the bathroom.
Okay.
All righty. Why don't you,
we
would you
don't
mind
wanna-
reminding us?
When a woman is praying, Shauna, you can't answer the question. When a woman is praying or prophesying, and because the scriptures teach us, like number 3 said, it's written in the scriptures that if we do not cover our head, that when we're praying or prophesying, we dishonor our head. That's why the word dishonor comes from. And I know when a lot of people see women cover, the first thing you think of is Muslim, which is one of the words that's on your card. I'm going to ask number 21 to read what Muslim says.
One who submits to God.
One who submits to God. That's all it means. It doesn't mean you follow Islam. It just means one that submits to God. Anybody could be a Muslim if you submit to God.
Oh, they're so excited because what? Submit is what?
It's
It was one of our spelling words. And whenever we find it in other texts, I pass out a Skittle. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll do that later. Okay. Good job. Okay.
It's one who submits to
All right.
God. Anybody can be considered a Muslim if you submit to God. The religion is Islam. So if you ever see a woman with a covering on, the correct question to ask are you Islamic? Because anybody could be Muslim. Miss Rankin's not covered. She could be Muslim because she submits to God, because that's all it means in Arabic, one who submits to God. So if anybody submits to God, we can all be Muslims, and even the Islamic people forget the meaning of the word and associate it with Islam when it just means one who submits to God.
Yes, sir.
So,
Now they're finding spelling words.
over there.
All right.
But I don't want to take too much time.
Now
I
we need
really
to move
want.
on, folks, okay?
I want my
Say
husband
something
to be
about
able-
this. And religion?
It's about one of my answers. What I said at the end, I was going to say, and they were going to start a fight, and we don't want to fight.
Okay, you're right. We want peace. That's good.
I want my husband to go in depth as far as the culture goes, so I'm going to give him an opportunity to speak. You guys did awesome. And, I hope you guys like your popsicle. My popsicle is okay.
How about we give her a firecracker?
Thank you. Okay, let me get out the way and let the man speak. You guys were awesome. Of course, he can still pick a number and ask a question. They got 3 more pieces of candy. So, is it 3 or 2 more? 2 more pieces of candy.
You can pass them up. Ask questions.
Oh, okay.
All right, boys and girls, you've done an excellent job. I want you to continue to be in a respectful, good listening position. Very nice.
Looks like I get to talk some more. Okay, also as well as the head covering, the dress, like I said, concerning the word Muslim, I'm going to ask this question that I just asked. I just gave you the answer, so y'all should be able to know it. What would be the proper question to ask someone that you see with the hijab on? Number 14.
Are you a Muslim?
No verse. Wrong question.
Close.
Almost.
Yeah, that's all right. Good try. Very good job.
Almost. That's one of the words on the card, but what would be the proper question to ask? Because Muslim means what? Number 9. Who's got number 9? What does Muslim mean?
He goes to speak, so you might not understand him.
That's all right. You want to try reading it. And if it's too small, he's visually impaired. It might be too small for him. Carlos, would you whisper? Here,
One who submits to God. That's what Muslim means. Last piece of candy is for the person who can actually answer the question. The proper question to ask somebody when you see them with the hijab on. You know the question that not to ask because we just gave a specific example. Now what's the proper question to ask number, I'm going to let Ms. Rankin pick because I don't know the last number I picked. I might repeat it.
I'm not going to pick numbers. I'm going to pick someone different. Zachary. What's a proper question? Now you had your hand up. Do you have something to say? Did you forget? Okay. What's a proper question? Harley, Islam. Okay. So, what would you say? No, it's not. I don't think it's on the card. No. Katie.
Are you Islam?
Awesome.
Raise your
Good
hand.
job.
Yes, 2 pieces of candy, right?
I gave one to Evan because I wanted to be nice.
Awesome. Look, you get a sticker for that.
All right. Very nice. So,
Good job.
Yogi, you were so close. You
You're gonna
knew
get
it
a
was
sticker
the
for
question
that.
had something to do with religion. Very nice.
And there are 2 types. When you hear me say the word Hebrew, I got another 2 more words in your card. One says Ashkenazi, one say, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, Sephardi. Somebody has a card that says actually Sephardic, because it's like the same thing, same word. This one has a C, one with an I. The one that says Ashkenazi is those that are of European or German descent. You have the ones that says Sephardi, which is those that are of African descent. This is really just based on skin color alone. So that's the word that I didn't want to miss out on the word that I have written on the card. So when you talk about us being Hebrew, we are considered, as far as me, Shana, Abba, which means father. Iman, that's what Shada calls me. She introduced me as mother because, of course, you wouldn't have knew. She calls me Iman. She never says mother. Iman means mother in Hebrew. Abba means father. So every time she talks to us, it's Abba, Iman, Abba, Iman. So all the little ones call us that. So now you have a new term. It's not on the card. Now, just might let you guys know. Iman means what? Mother, and Abba means father. Kool-Aid. So those are as far as the groups. You know, we are considered Safadi, which is those of African descent. So when you see watch the news and you see the men with the Shirley Temple, the black hats, the Jews, those are of European German descent. Those are the Ash. So that's our other words. Did I come other words? Oh, no. Main one that I don't want to forget. Now, you know when you see somebody in a headdress, you always consider them a Islamic person in your mind because that's who you see wears it. But anybody know how the nativity scene looks? The nativity scene when Christmas time comes around?
That's where you have Jesus in the manger and Mary and Joseph and the animals. Have you seen that? Okay.
When you see that picture, you see Mary is covered. Is she Islamic? But she covered because that is the culture of the people. That's because Islam came after the Messiah was born. And if you look, there's the name Yeshua on your paper. Yeshua is the name of the Messiah that you guys know as Jesus. Anybody saw The Passion of Christ? Mel Gibson? Awesome movie, right? If you listen, don't too much. He never intended for the movie to actually be written with subtitles. He wanted to speak for itself. A lot of people have been confused, of course, but you know they want to put the subtitles in there. If you listen to the name that they call the Messiah, because he didn't speak English. He wasn't born in America. He was born in North Africa, Middle East, which is, you can see the dress. That's why they dress the way that they dress. You see the characters in the movies. And he spoke Aramaic. So his name is Yeshua. We don't say Jesus. Shana doesn't say Jesus. We say Yeshua. Same person that we are talking about. So when you look on your card at Yeshua, what does it say? Name of the Messiah. So now you can know as far as our beliefs, our culture, that is what the Messiah's name is. We call him Yeshua. If you decide to get bored, decide to go home, watch The Passion, and listen to what they call him, they say his name constantly. Yeshua, Yeshua, Yeshua. So I want to bring it back to the nativity scene as far as the women being covered. Because they are covered, they are not Islamic. Are they in submission to God? Of course. Well, that means they are what?
They're submission
If they're in
to God.
submission to
What is
God.
on your card that tells you that?
Yes, because they are in submission. You are
All right,
awesome.
we're getting there.
Let me
All
give you a
right.
sticker for that. You're going to have stickers everywhere. So, without me erase this. Without looking at the card just off the top of your head, what is this that I'm wearing on my head?
Headscarf.
Hijab. Awesome. And,
Good deal. She was first in
what?
hijab.
Oh, Kool-Aid. You got stickers too? You got stickers everywhere. It is a hijab. Will you ever see Shauna wear pants?
No.
Why not?
Because the sign doesn't. Because if you have two pants, they'll get confused, so you won't know which one's which.
So what's the religion reason? What is the belief about it? Not just that example is stuck in your mind. Joshua?
Their legs have to be covered.
Yes. And do you remember why?
The angel.
What about the angel?
Awesome.
Six wings. Okay.
Everybody's talking. I don't have enough ears to pass.
They like the angel story. All righty. Thank you so much.
I'll be walking around my fat self for days handing out stickers. Okay, you guys are awesome paying attention. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything. Oh, what time we have? Is time up?
No, we got about 5 more minutes if you need it, but you don't have to.
Okay, I want to use these 5 minutes to give an example. I'm going to read a
All right.
passage. I'm talking about,
Wait.
because you know, we do not celebrate the holidays. I'm going to read a passage from Jeremiah chapter 10. I need you guys to listen carefully and tell me, what does this sound like?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I wanted to say this. What month are we in? October. And what number of the month is it? 10? 10?
Day.
The month.
All right, 10.
Okay. What is an octagon? Okay.
It's a shape with 8 sides.
Okay, and it's called octagon, right? What is an octopus?
A sea creature with 8 arms.
All right, so we know that octo means 8, but yet October is month number 10. Can they explain that? All right, September. Septa means 7, but yet September is month number 9. There are three months to every season. All right, we are starting the fall. October, November. It started in August, August, September, October. That's fall, right?
Starts in September.
There you go. September, October, November. That's fall. Then you have December, January, February. February is the shortest month, but yet the coldest because it ends the cycle of winter. And nothing, most of all of the animals go into hibernation in the winter. And so nothing really grows in the winter. God uses winter to destroy all of the mosquitoes and to refresh the earth for spring, which is March, April, May. And that is the beginning of our new year. So you have 3 months to every season. March, April, May. That's the beginning of our new year. The beginning of America's New Year is in January. All right, so when you look at December, they say December is month number 12, but y'all do decimals, right? What is a decimal?
A decimal is a symbol for a space.
Symbol for space.
Okay.
So
What what does this side mean? We use the decimal to do parts. It's parts.
To separate,
To separate
by
all in
3.
parts and fractions. Okay, that's how we are
Okay.
describing a
okay.
decimal.
All right, so decimal, you have 10. So when you look at that, you'll see that decimal means 10. And yet, they say December is month number 12. Just like on the calendar, you have Sunday being the first day of the week, but they teach that Monday is the first day of the week, but it's the first working or business day. So when we worship on the 7th day, which is Saturday, which we call the Shabbat. Or they call it the Sabbath. All right, so I wanted to speak about, I seen something over there. I guess I was reading on the 16th chapter.
We just read about that today.
Okay.
We went over it. It was for homework. Yes, sir.
Okay, in 325 AD, they had something called the Council of Nicaea, where Emperor Constantine had gathered all of the people together to discuss religion, paganism, and out of that came Christianity. And therefore, down the years with the popes and different things, in the 1400s, in the mid-1400s, all the way to the 1500s, the Pope Julius II commissioned Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci to change all of the images of the people in the scripture to another race or another color. And when you look at the Bible and you read it, it's in a certain place. It's in Africa, North Africa. There was no such thing as the Middle East until the excavation of the Suez Canal tunnel. And therefore, you have Africa that has been separated. Africa went through a whole lot of changes. First, it used to be called Asia in old world maps. So, anyway, I don't want to go down with that. We're talking about food. Now, I was born in New Orleans. Do y'all know any kind of cuisines or foods that people from New Orleans?
Beignets.
Beignets.
I watched Tiana.
Yep, beignets are one of them. You can name another one?
Did you watch Top Chef last night?
Yeah.
They were cooking New Orleans style.
Yeah. Gumbo. And we speak of scavengers, all right? Medically speaking, catfish, anything that don't have fins or scales is considered a scavenger. When you eat shrimps or oysters, those are scavengers. And what scavengers do, they're supposed to eat all of the garbage, from the feces to everything. They're supposed to eat all of that at the bottom of the rivers or lakes. That's what the catfish, the oysters, are the strips for. That's why the Mississippi River is so black, because they take all of the catfish and the shrimp and the oysters out of there. So when you look at the animals or the fish or anything in the water that have fins and scales, their digestive system was made that they can purify their bodies if they were to come in contact with any type of debris or any type of garbage. The catfish, they don't have a digestive system that can filter their body out. So therefore, you intake all of the toxins that these creatures carry. So we talk about not eating pork because they have split hooves. Yet it chewed the cud, they don't have split hooves. And you know, pigs are one of the most, I'm not gonna say filthy animals because some are farm breeds, but they have no veins. If a snake bite a pig, a snake might die before the pig dies because it got so much toxins in it. So God given us a health diet that when we eat the right things, we'll be healthy. We'll have longevity. Yeshua and the rest of her siblings, they were born at home. They wasn't born at the hospital. They were born at home. So every last one of my children were born at an address. Because in the beginning, it was Adam and Eve, right? In the Bible, if you read the Bible. Well, if they were the only two people on the face of the planet, who helped her deliver her babies? The husband. So that's it for today. My name is ABEMUNAH. AB means father. Abba. ABEMUNAH means faith. So my name is father of faith. Kadir means trustworthy of God. Zarashaddah, my son, his name means the Lord is my rock. So
Wonderful. Guys, Victoria?
Yeshua, her name means old. And her so-called middle name is Yisrael, which means new. So at the time she was